EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to showcase the finest young golfers from around the globe. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, live opening round coverage of the Desert Championship. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. We'll join the action here at the par 3/8. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And not a particularly demanding putt here. Maybe slightly down an incline, but it is dead straight.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Finishing up the front side here at Wolf Creek with the 390-yard par 4-9. Bit of a breather here. Time to pull out the big stick and let it rip. Find the fairway, and a birdie is definitely in play. No issues here. That is into the fairway. So into week two now. That first tournament in many ways about dealing with the nerves. First ever professional tournament. Nota, what do you typically take away after that first week? You didn't put everything together, but you did get your feet wet.
Certainly, and you have to look at the history of the Korn Ferry Tour, and many a player have struggled early in the year but have still gone on to garner one of those spots in the top 25, which is critical at the year end. And this is just a learning experience. You got to pick and choose your moments, when to be aggressive and when to stick to your guns. And in this particular case, got off to a slow start, and maybe this is a week they can build on.
Oh, there's a good putt. Well done here at the ninth, as that will save par. And this will be a 2 over 38 on this front side. There's a lot happening on this par 4 10th at 472 yards, though it is one of the few flat tee shots here at Wolf Creek. You can see there are bunkers and a lake on the left and then the brush on the right. So you want to get this ball in play. That's important. The wind's starting to push this one a little left. From the fairway, Nota, this is second.
He's got 142 yards to the front, 146 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll remain at 2 over par. On to the 11th hole, we're looking downhill, 215 yards to the green.
And this is one of the holes that you realize you're at Wolf Creek. You would never see this hole anywhere else in the world. It's amazing when you stand on this tee. You see all of the canyons around, but there is a little green area down there. Surrounded by a couple of bunkers. It's a great-looking par 3. It measures 215 yards, very playable, and you never know, today might be the day where you make birdie.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. So this one downhill all the way. This will be a tough one to judge. Yeah, I think he expected that to be a little quicker down the slope, but not too bad. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. When you look out at the desert mountains and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. This one is going to come up, I mean, that's got to be 20 feet short. This now for birdie at 12.
And he let quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front side, so he'd love to take advantage here. Needed a little bit more pace and a little more borrow.
No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. Well, this is all about temptation at 350 yards, this 13th here at Wolf Creek with a dogleg to the right. If you're a long hitter, you're thinking about it. Maybe you're going to cut the dogleg and try to drive the green, but keep in mind, if you miss it to the right, wave goodbye to your golf ball. And this, not the longest hole players will encounter, so just an iron off the tee and it works out to perfection. Second shot now from right at 100 yards.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll stay right where he is. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
Well, it's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. Hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side, so you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. Hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. It plays under 450 yards. It's fun. Just sort of draw it a little off the tee, draw it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
That one looking a little right. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
130 is the number left of the flag today. Pin on the right-hand side, so plenty of room to the left of it.
Good chance at one.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
10-foot putt left. Oh, that is so close. Just a little bit more. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left, and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
Okay, safely aboard. This one's going to need to carry some pace with it. A long one for birdie. Back up the slope. Nope, that was never going to climb that hill, and he has left himself a tester coming up. Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down, but I do believe it's going to stay out. Okay, a bogey here at the 15th. And he'll slide back now to 3 over par. All right, into the finishing stretch here at Wolf Creek with the par 4 16th at 393 yards. This one requiring a good drive over the canyon. If you do put that in play, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. That will do just fine. So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4. A birdie putt now at 16.
And a very manageable look here. Just the slightest of movements to the left, but mostly level.
Maybe a look to the heavens here. That didn't need much more. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll hold steady at +3. This is a terrific hole right here at Wolf Creek. All the risk reward you want in a great par 5. The 17th is 562 yards. If you can bomb your drive, it goes all the way down the hill. That'll give you a chance to get home in 2. But if not, beware, that ball could come back into the lake. Yeah, that's a good tee shot right there. Got a little extra run out. That's where you want to be. got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be left for birdie. Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17.
'18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you'd expect to hit it close. Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rough for the same price.
So can he capitalize on the break here? His second from the short grass. "14 feet to the hole. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that will be an opening round, 74. So one round in the books. Frank, how would you assess what you saw from this golf course?
I think the golf course was the star, Rich. Really, there's enough good holes out there, some strong par 4s to really make.
EA Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to feature some of the best young talent in the world of golf. From Eastern Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, it's live second-round coverage of the Desert Championship. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. For the golfer we'll be following, work to be done here as they'll start play a couple of shots below the projected cut line. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
This is a 9-footer.
They'll say he should have made that. Well done. That is in for a par here at the first. And he'll stay right where he is.
Frank, there's so many impressive holes here at Wolf Creek, but the second really stands out.
Yeah, that tee box is at 9 stories high. It's hard to imagine you can tee up that high, and obviously trying to judge distance is one thing, but also just the visual that you get.
Ooh, that started well right. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
155 to the hole. Ball sitting down just a bit, but he should be able to handle it.
Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
Oh no, I thought that was in for sure. Just a little jag right at the end, gonna leave it on the lip. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And that's gonna drop him down the leaderboard just a bit.
All right, Frank, describe the third hole.
Well, it's a par 3 with a bit of a tabletop green, Rich. Some bunkers right and left of that, but also it's going to play a little bit further. This tee shot is uphill, unlike the opening 2 holes. So a 3 here, and that certainly won't hurt the scorecard.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, safely on the putting surface out of the sand. Would have maybe liked to run that up a little further, but that's not the worst shot in the world. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain right where he is.
383-yard fourth hole. Certainly not long, Frank, but there's plenty of trouble out there.
Yeah, this is very much a positional hole. This is not sort of tee it up with a driver and just rip it down and just find the fairway. You're going to have virtually just a short wedge, 9-iron really at the most into this green. And really, this is a good chance for a birdie. So 2 good shots, and you shouldn't be too far away.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Now note his second from the fairway.
102 to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green.
Folks, that is going to likely be the shot of the day from distance. Just excellent contact off that club, off that lie. Just improbable. And I mean, it had a magnet on it right into the bottom of the cup. What a shot. We come now to one of Wolf Creek's signature holes, the 490-yard par 5 fifth. Another elevated tee. The key here is to clear the desert and creek off the tee and find the fairway. From there, reaching the green in 2 is definitely a possibility. You can't drive it much better than that. That's the quick pickup of the tee right down the middle. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay at 1 over. Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline, you're going to be playing golf with the billy goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes, once again, are apparent here at the 6th. Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go, we all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole too, and a fun hole to play.
Yeah, if you see shortish par 4s like this, it's a great time to bring out the irons, and that is going to work out well. From the fairway Nota, this is second.
He's got 159 yards left, pinned just on the front edge.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This from about 10 feet. Oh. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. Well, everybody loves the short par 4, and here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water, so it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive, even though this is a very short hole.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. From a bit of a downslope here, his second to the par 4.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
Yeah, tough to get that all the way up the slope, but that's not too bad from there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll remain right where he is. We arrive now at the beautiful but treacherous par 3 8th, another one of Wolf Creek's signature holes, playing a stout 248 yards with a creek that wraps around the green from front to back. Important to hit your mark here. Uh-oh. Oh, and that is a tough break there off the rocks and then right into the hazard. Okay, so now after the drop and the penalty stroke, this will become his third shot now at the par 3. Oh, that is so nicely judged from that far away. That required a lot of touch down the slope. Well done. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par.
Finishing up this front side here at the par 4 ninth, 390 yards. And what are we looking at, Frank?
Well, it looks relatively straightforward, but it's anything other than that. Decision time again. Do you lay it up into that wide area of the fairway? If you're a longer hitter and you are out here to have a little bit of fun, then maybe you want to take the head cover off because you get a little bit of an advantage if you can drive it over that last bunker on that right side, or at least take that out of play because you're only going to have a short pitch in here.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And this will be a 1 under front side as he goes out in 35.
The par 4 10th. What's the right way to attack this hole, Frank?
Rich, you've got to convince yourself there's more fairway down there than what it first looks because of that ridge on that right side, the desert there blocks your view off the tee. But this fairway is just as wide as every other fairway on the golf course. A good drive, sort of 280, 300 yard plus, will always take those bunkers down the left out of play. From there, that second shot, just be aware where the flag is. If they have it in that front or middle section, this is certainly a birdie hole. Anything on the green is going to be a very sort of makeable putt. Just be careful, though, when that flag is on the back right. That's the hard position because it brings that pot bunker into play.
Now note his second from the fairway.
He's got 146 yards to the front, 150 to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
not quite online, and that'll drift a couple feet by. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. He's going to need to come up with a few birdies in short order if he wants to play the weekend. Here now at the 215-yard par 3 11th, another elevated tee shot, meaning it usually plays shorter than the yardage. A miss right is definitely better than a miss left. And that's certainly not what you have in mind standing on the tee box. That never had a chance of hitting the green. Nope. Safely in. It's a bogey here at number 11. And that won't help the cause one bit. This is an exciting hole, 560-yard par 5 12. There is water down the left side of the fairway and right of the green. If you keep it dry, keep it in play off the tee, but you absolutely have a chance to get home in two and spark some fireworks. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. So now eyeing this one for birdie. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And that's going to put him within a stroke of the current cut line, so he's likely going to need at least one more of these if he wants to play the weekend. Up next, another short par 4, 350-yard, 13th here at Wolf Creek. It is a dogleg to the right. Big hitters might be tempted to cut the dogleg and go for the green. But buyer beware. Miss right, and your ball is gone. That's a big lash. He might be able to cover this. So he should be able to get a full club on this, but the ball below his feet for his second.
Well, Rich, it looked like he just took the normal club that he would have out of the fairway, but you've always got to take at least one less when it looks like a fly alive.
A little conversation, and you've had these before, Frank, between the player and the caddy right there. Maybe they should have gone down a club.
An awkward little bunker shot, just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Oh, that's marvelous right there. Let that club slide right through the sand, and that might very well limit the damage here. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And that's going to drop him down the leaderboard just a bit. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you've got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
Yes, 135 yards left to the flag, and the ball's sitting on a little bit of an upslope, nothing too dangerous.
Yeah, it finished on the green. Less said, the better.
This one is all about touch and feel and creativity. Coming down that huge slope, though it is a birdie putt. Well, I think he was being extra careful with that one, but it turns out a little too careful. Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay right where he is. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice, short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
This one looks right on point. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And he's able to get it back to 1 over. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second. Okay, safely in for his par. But that may just mean it's going to take a birdie finish to see him through to the weekend. So 2 holes left to play. Now the final par 5 on the course, 562 yards, the 17th.
The drive looks relatively straightforward, and I say that because there's a little creek down there that obviously you have to stay short of. But that's the fun part. They want to keep you back in an area where you go, can I hit the second shot across the stream, across the water, and still keep it on the green? And the answer is, I don't know. Excellent tee shot. Now it's decision time, whether to go for this par 5 in 2 or not.
We are dead on 200 yards away. really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And that's a good step toward making the weekend, but he's likely going to need birdie at 18 if he's going to fight on. Finishing our round at Wolf Creek with another short par 4, 307-yard 18th. Fairway wood or hybrid off the tee might be in order. The approach is the scary part here. Waterfall on the left, deep bunkers and rocks on the right, and a two-tiered green that will make for a tough two-putt.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Second shot now at the home hole. Ball is in the rough, but has a chance to get this within birdie range with a good shot.
Oh, way too much ball.
Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. This is well back there and into the hill. Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that is fairly well done. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. That will be a second round score of 70, 2 under par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such